Welcome to Kidd Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. And Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the James Madison Dukes taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Dukes will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the set.
Looking for a man. It's Swan. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stroman. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Oh, I'm out of space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Back to throw, it's Swan. The quick out. He's loose. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Dozier. And he'll haul it in, take it to the end zone. Touchdown, App State! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There he goes! That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Buying some time as he moves left. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Motion from the wideout. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Wide open
receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Maryland. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Throwing right. It's caught. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Dukes want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field possession. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Complete to the right. Turning on the Jets. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for space. It's Roberts. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go to the ground. Got a little space. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Oh, he makes the catch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his target down the middle. The Mountaineers pick up the first down.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Swan. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Corners are going to bail. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Dukes will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this defense to get the sack.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. To the air on first down. Throws to the back. Pulls it in. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to pass. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a...
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Batted at the line and incomplete as that throw was headed toward the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing it that ball would just trickle into the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to change this route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Swan. Here comes the Heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm. And finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Firing to the right, complete. It's a seam wide open. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got him. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pulls and fires complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Dukes want to move quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Release to the back. On target. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, James Madison. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then Pollard, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic. And not just getting the pick, but having the convoy and taking it to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Swann. Makes the grab on the left. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Swann. Got his man quickly. On the move at the 30. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Toss to fire on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Barnett. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback adapted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Looking to pass. It's Swan. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Come on, boys.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Grabs it inside the 15. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give to the back.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass, it's Swan. Scrambling away. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCLA. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Kyle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Dukes moving quickly to the line. DBs will try to keep everything in front. To the air, it's Barnett. That's caught. It's Alston. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Split backs here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To throw, it's Barnett. Lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fires to the big fella. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the tailback. Oh, out of space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Swan. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes the grab on the shuffle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. It's caught. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Swan. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Mountaineers are flying down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, App State. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. get this drive started from their own 26. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
After getting knocked back to open this